there. Here at Next Fit Clubs, we love lifting heavy. We love that you love lifting heavy. We're really happy when our members and our clients get really strong. So on a day where you might be testing out a 1 rep max on a back squat or even a front squat, I'm gonna give you some recommendations on what you can do. So number 1 recommendation, if you have a spotter to help you get out of the bottom of a squat, if you're unsure about the weight, highly recommend it. If you don't have someone that you trust or one of the trainers is not available, something along those lines, I'm gonna give you some alternatives of what you can do if you're unsure about the weight. So we have these big black rubber plates that we use, usually for deadlifting or if you're doing anything off the floor so it doesn't damage the floor. You can also use these if you think that there's a chance that you might not make it out of a squat. So I would always recommend, if you're unsure about the weight, having a set of bumpers on, and then you can always stack metal plates on the outside. This is gonna stop the bar from the weights from smacking into the floor. It'll be a softer landing. So if I were to do a back squat where I'm not able to stand it back up, this is what it will look like. I'm gonna make sure that the area behind me is clear first. I'm gonna take my step back. I'm gonna go for my squat. I get stuck. I go forward and the barbell bounces backward and we'll safely roll out of shot right now. So that way we're not damaging the weights, we're not damaging ourselves, and we have an easy way to get out of it if we can't stand back up. So if I were bailing out of a front squat, very similar. The only difference is that you are going to back out of the lift while you throw the bar forward. So what that's gonna look like is, I'm gonna take a big breath, I'm gonna do my squat. I can't get out of the bottom. I let the bar roll forward, and then I take a step back. So the other alternative when you're lifting heavy and you're unsure about your lift is to make sure that you're stationed at one of our A-frame racks. The only caveat of this is that you do have to be relatively close to the rack in order to bail on the arms. So if I were doing a squat, I'm not gonna step back nearly as far as I normally would. I'm gonna make sure that I'm lined up directly over these arms. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna squat down. I can't get back up. And now the weights are just gonna fall right on there. And same thing, I'm just gonna come forward so that I don't end up under the bar. So we hope you have some options now for days when you're lifting really heavy. We like to emphasize safety first, so we want to make sure that nobody's getting hurt. So safety first, happy lifting, and lift heavy.